शुरू करते हैं. Let's begin. श्री चक्र वासिनी देवी नमस्ते. शिव काम सुंदरी देवी नमस्ते. श्री कृष्ण सोदरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. पद्मदल लोचनी देवी नमस्ते. भक्त परिपालिनी देवी नमस्ते. पर्वतवर्तिनी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. करुणा विलासिनी देवी नमस्ते. कात्यायनी गौरी देवी नमस्ते. कदम्ब वनवासिनी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. शक्ति परमेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. शंभुमन मोहिनी देवी नमस्ते. शंकरी कृपाकरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. अन्नपूर्णेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. अखिलांडेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. अभयप्रदायिनी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. सत्यस्वरूपिणी देवी नमस्ते. सद्गुरु रूपिणी देवी नमस्ते. धर्मस्वरूपिणी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. अखंड परिपूर्णी देवी नमस्ते. आदि पराशक्ति देवी नमस्ते. अखिल परिपालिनी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. अनाथ रक्षकी देवी नमस्ते. सौभाग्यदायिनी देवी नमस्ते. संतान बलप्रदे देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. पाहि भुवनेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. श्री विद्या रूपिणी देवी नमस्ते. शक्ति स्वरूपिणी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. So we are into the Lalita Tripura Sundari's main scripture, one of the main scriptures called Tripura Rahasyam. We are reading that. Tripura Rahasyam means mysteries of goddess Lalita Tripura Sundari, goddess Tripura. Her another name is Tripura, short form is Tripura. She is the original female primordial energy. We already spoke on that. So there is Shiva and there is Shakti. So she is the Shakti. Without Shakti, nothing is possible. Any male god you see, maybe it be Vishnu, be it be Krishna, be it be anybody, they all have some energy. That is Shakti. So everyone has a Shakti. Without Shakti, nobody can do anything. So she is the original Shakti. That original Shakti we call her as Tripura, who is everywhere. We are learning about her through this book called Tripura Rahasya. Tripura Rahasyam was written by a sage called Sumedha Rishi, or Haritayana. His another name was Haritayana. Haritayana, you heard yesterday, he goes to his Guru Parashuram ji and he sits down humbly. This is the way you ask questions to your Guru. In Gita, Bhagavan says the disciple should approach the Guru and he should ask how. What should be the way he should ask? Tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshyanti te jnanam jnaninam sattvadarshinaha. Bhagavan says a disciple should approach his Guru and serve the Guru and bow down to the Guru. And then he must humbly put his question. And the gurus or the gyanis, those who know the subject matter of this tattva. Tattva means the whole entire subject matter. Those who know it will make him understand all the things. When we say tattva, it's like, what is tattva? See, like you eat salt. So you will say, I will ask you, what salt you eat? You will be like, yeah, I eat table salt. Is it iodized or not iodized? It is iodized or not iodized. I eat this particular brand. Then somebody else comes and says, oh, you're eating the white salt? Yeah, I eat the white salt. Somebody will say, oh, but I heard the pink salt is very good. It's from Himalayas. It has more nutrition than the white salt. Oh, really? Oh, Himalayan pink salt. Then somebody will say, oh, you're eating the pink salt? Oh, we eat black salt sometimes. What is black salt? Oh, there is a salt. We use it for our food, certain foods. And especially, when you have digestive problems, we give one spoon of black salt and your digestion problem will be solved. So it has a different nutrition than all of this salt that you mentioned. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Then somebody will come, hey, but you remember, we eat sendha namak, that's different namak, that is different salt. We eat that salt on special fastings. We don't eat all of these salts on these days. So why? Because that has certain other different qualities and it is very good when you're fasting. If you eat the other salts, they may make you thirsty or do something else. But this salt is very good for your health. So we eat that during our fasting. We started with one subject, salt. How many things we spoke just now? 4 types of salt we described. One simple salt took how many forms? And one simple salt is performing how many different activities? And there is an intelligent person listening to this conversation. 4 types of salt. 4 types of salt have 4 different colors. 4 types of salt have 4 different functions. 4 types of salt has 4 different type of nutritions. What is that different nutrition that is making this salt more nutritious than the other salt? Let me find out. He takes the salt to his lab, puts it below the microscope, tries to find out. He makes some notes, properties of the salt, places from where they came, functions of the salt, uses of the salt. Why this salt? Then there is another intelligent person. He's like, yeah, thank you for the table. I understood whatever you said. But why is one salt getting another color? What is that particular thing that imparts that pink color to the Himalayan salt? Let me go and find out more. Maybe some particular nutrition, maybe something different. And then he goes on more differently. Oh, this one when put into other thing also gives a different color. But when it is used in something else, it will change the taste of something else. So scientists, they go on differently. What is happening? This salt, when it reacts with something else, it's something else is changing. Why does it happen? When you heat, something is happening. When you dissolve, something is happening. So everything that you put on the salt will become different. What just happened? What is it that is making the salt change? Then some more scientist will come. He'll get into the salt. And he'll say, okay, this salt, even though it is taking different colors, but all these 4 types of salts, whatever you said, is made up of only 2 ingredients. What are those ingredients? One is called sodium, one is called chlorine. Sodium, chlorine. You combine these 2. NaCl. Oh, sodium and chloride. Now I got it. Oh, sodium chloride. Oh, sodium, it is used for making soaps also, right? Sodium hydroxide. Yeah, the same sodium. Oh, chlorine, used for bleach. Yeah. But there it is different. But here when they 2 combine, they become sodium chloride. And this sodium chloride, they have a certain structure. Na plus Cl minus. Then he will go on writing Na plus Cl minus. The scientist who understands, I'm talking a scientist language today, I hope this is basic science. Please don't get confused. This is basic science taught in 10th grade. So I hope you understand this much. NaCl is the easiest one. So Na plus Cl minus. So the scientist will know one ion here, one ion there. So the exchange of ions happen now. What is that? What are these ions? What is the ionic bond? He will go to the ionic bond, and from that ionic bond, he'll find out everything. So when I spoke about tattva, this is tattva. Going from that different forms, that different taste, different functions, different purposes, coming down, thinking, coming down to that ionic bond. Within that ionic bond, what is sodium? What is chloride? How many electrons? How many protons? Going all the way to the nucleus. The nucleus is the fixed thing. Nothing happens to the nucleus. It is fixed. Around it, everything is rotating and everything is happening. That nucleus is the soul. Seeing this entire world, whatever is happening, so many different forms, so many humans, all humans look the same. Is it not? You go to China, Chinese will look the same. And look at Chinese, they look at us. It happens. My daughter goes to school. So here there are a lot of Asian people. So those Asian people complain, you Indians look like same. Sometimes they get confused. And we feel the same. You Asians look the same. It's just like the salt. Looking the same, tasting different, doing different, living in a different place. Just because somebody came from a mountainous area, all the mountainous people you see, you go to Sikkim also, in our country also, they will have different eyes. You go to the south, they'll be different. People living in the coastal areas will have different bodies. People living in Afghanistan, Pakistan, they have different bodies. Iran, they have different bodies. So when you look at the larger picture, everybody is different body, different color, different this. Just like the salt, it has 4 different colors. Humans are having 4 different forms. And then they come back. And then the person started analyzing, okay, humans, finally broadly classified as humans. What are the humans made up of? Almost the same structure. They all have hair, they all have eyebrows, they all have eyes, they all have nose, they all have lips, they all have hands, they all have mind, they all have intellect. Okay. Come down more. What else? They all have skin. What is the skin made up of? Cells. This body is made up of cells. They all have blood inside. Come down more. So everybody is now looking similar, though they were looking very different in forms. Now they're all looking similar. They all look similar. And the Jnani, the Tattva Jnani goes all the way down to the nucleus, which is the soul. And he says, yes, now I know. It is the soul. Every human being is made up of soul. And this body is made up of some things. And there is energy everywhere. Everything, these bodies are moving because of the energy that the soul is providing, and that soul energy is everywhere. Whatever is there externally is internal. That is called Brahma. And this energy is called Shakti. Parabrahma, Parashakti. So, Jnani Nam Tattva Darshanaha. Tattva Darshana means, Tattva means those who have seen everything. Their confusion is completely gone now. No more forms and everything. They know everybody is just the soul. From the soul, everything is arising, and the soul works with the help of the Shakti. This is Param Shiva. This is Parashakti. This is Parabrahma, Parashiva. You can name anything. That's it. We call it soul, somebody will call it spirit, somebody will call it Atma, somebody will call it atom, the single indivisible particle. Atom and atom are same. And when that atom has energy to it, which can move it, it is called cell. Simple. Organism. It becomes the cell. When living organism, cell is the single indivisible particle, because it is moving. So what is that which is with that energy which moves everything, and it does not even move, but it is sustaining everything? That energy is Shakti. It is spread everywhere. That is called Tripura. So Got it. Now we understood it. Sumedha, Haritayana goes to his Guru. He wants to understand these things more clearly. Because not only for himself, for others. So he puts this question humbly in front of his Guru. Gurudev, I had asked you some question many years, around 16 years ago. But you said you are still not ready for it. So today I'm coming again. Can you please answer my question? And the question is, people are running after pleasures, happiness, joy. But even after running, even after getting everything, the luxuries of the life they get, but yet they are unhappy at every place. What should they do that they come out of this unhappiness? Can you please guide? So simple answer is they should know. Now, for a Tattva Darshan, those who know Gita, those who understand Gita, those who know the Tattva, they'll be like, if people can understand that they are not this body, they are just the pure soul. They are made of bliss. If they can just understand this, it will be easier for them. But to bring them to Tattva is very difficult. So tell them about who maintains this world, why they've come here. Tell them about all these things. Talk to them about Maa Tripura. First, the people need to come out of their tensions of life. People are stressed at every stage. Every stage, you take a small child to an old person. Everybody's in tension. Some problem or the other every day creeping up. And they're always in tension. So first, some way has to be shown to them so that they feel confident, okay, problems are temporary, they will go away. And by praying to this so-and-so God, this will go away. Slowly, they will develop the faith. And then along with that, give them this whole story. Explain them the Tattva. Open the books of Gita. Open all these things. Once they understand the Tattva, from that journey where they were always stressed, always having this body conscious, from that journey, from body conscious to soul conscious, from soul conscious to God consciousness. If somebody does that journey, they'll be happy. And in all these situations, it was Maa Tripura who was doing it. So this Maa Tripura is in the body and she is in the soul. And in the soul, she is in the pure form. Through the body, she is acting in 3 forms. If somebody can understand this, 3 form means as you understand in Gita. That is why Gita is very important. If somebody understands this whole science, his work is done. So, Tripura Rahasya or any of our scriptures, they start with stories. And through the stories are very interesting to hear. Everybody likes to hear stories. Whole day we are only hearing stories. So everybody likes to hear stories. Through these stories, lot of tattva. Tattva means the knowledge, the essential knowledge is given. So when we are reading Tripura Rahasya, we are reading like that. Some of the stories may appear, we may not connect. Really this happened, that happened. It doesn't matter. Those are external things. Go to the essence. So I will be reading like a story, but wherever there is an essence, I will stop and I will explain it more. So this person, Sumedha, he went to his Guru, and his Guru at that time was very happy, and he said, Sumedha, I know I have to give you that knowledge because my Guru Dattatreya, when he gave me the knowledge, he had already told me that this knowledge has to be written into a scripture and given in the purest form. And Sumedha will be the one who will be coming and doing it. Now we are prepared for it. But even before going into that, I will initiate you tomorrow. Tomorrow is a very good nakshatra, Pushya Nakshatra. So on Pushya Nakshatra, and I will give you the main mantra and you practice that for some time. After that, once you are successful in that, we will give you the next stage of initiation. And next day, the Guru and the disciple meet and he gives him the Diksha. The first Diksha is Vagbhava mantra. And Haritayana, His name is Sumedha or Haritayana. Both are the same person. Okay, I may use these names invariably. Sometimes this or sometimes that. So Sumedha goes, takes the diksha. Now he's blessed by his guru, and then he goes and sits and meditates. Meditates for 369 months. And one day he's seeing Maa Tripura. He's so lost in his meditation, he sees Maa Tripura. Now this way, see, this is so beautiful. His experience is what matters. He's so lost in his sadhana. I always tell, only lecture won't help. Sadhana is important. So lectures, satsang and sadhana. He does his sadhana and he's seeing Maa Tripura Sundari. His visions are not like hallucinations. It is not like he's seeing some YouTube and some YouTuber is talking about how he got self-realization. Whether it is truth or not, you don't even know. He must have read something and he must have added something. But you got influenced. And then your mind is like, okay, I am also seeing this. No, here this is not like that. Here he's going, sitting on near a riverside, all alone in solitude, and practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing for 369 months. And then he sees the vision of Maa Bala Tripura Sundari. And when mother comes, how is she looking like? She says, she's very beautiful. Okay. Sarvavaya Shobhadya Taruna Aruna Sachavi Akshmala Pustakabhi Varashobhi Chaturbuja. She comes. Bala Tripura Sundari just manifests. And she is very beautiful. She's wearing all ornaments. And she has 4 hands. In one hand, she has a book. Other hand, she has a mala. Japa mala. And with her 2 hands, she is blessing. One is Abhaydam, one is Varadan. So the book, what does the book indicate? Obviously knowledge. So the Vagbij mantra, when we do it sincerely, our brains become very powerful. All our cells get activated. And naturally that person will become more knowledgeable. So, and not only knowledgeable, so there are 2 types of wisdom. One is wisdom you will use for greater, higher purposes. One is wisdom you will use for wrong purposes. Both are very brilliant. Al Chapo, you know Al Chapo. Most of you must be knowing. There was a whole series made on Netflix. If not, he's a what do you call? He's like a big drug mafia leader. Okay, here in Mexico, he's very famous, Al Chapo. So mafia leader. He was put into jail. There's a whole series made on Al Chapo on Netflix. I don't know what the name is. Probably the same name. So this guy is so intelligent. Every time he was put in the jail, he knew how to escape from the jail. So many times he was put in the jail, he could just escape from the jail. Somebody escaping from a jail is not an ordinary person. He has an intellect which is beyond. But look at his intellect, how he uses. He uses his intellect to run a big drug mafia. Controls the drug mafia in Mexico. So this intelligence, what is the use? Then there are other intelligent people like Parashuram, like Dattatreya, like Arjun. Arjun is going to fight, but his intelligence level is different. So intelligence is of 2 types. One is a good intelligence and one is bad intelligence. Bhagwan Buddha went for self-realization. He sat down, got his realization. His wisdom was fully pragya. It is called pragya. His pragya was fully developed. And with that pragya, he went to in his ultimate stage of realization, he realized the Atma Tattva. Though he called it Anatma, and Atma Tattva is like consciousness. It does not have any physical element to it. He realized it. And then he realized this whole body is made up of 4 elements. The same thing what Vedas said, it comes into realization. This whole body is made up of 4 elements, main elements, which make it look like a physical body. Earth is a physical element. You can see, you can feel. Water, physical element. You can see, you can feel, you can drink, you can taste. Fire. You can see, you can feel. air. You cannot see, but you can feel. It goes on becoming subtler and subtler. And then there is the last physical element, which is called as Akash, space. This, it is everywhere. Ether. It's called ether. Ether is everywhere. Nobody can see it, nobody can feel it, but it is there. You know it is there. And it carries everything. All the information. We are talking on Zoom. This is done by ether. Ether is that element. So this, what a scientist realizes, Gautam Buddha sat down and this whole body, he realized it. This whole body is nothing but a bundle of energy. Same thing a Kriya Yogi realizes. Same thing a Atmadarshi realizes. A Brahma Yogi realizes. Same thing. This body is full of energy. There are only 4 things. Everything is made up of only these 4 things. And in between these 4 things, the space element is everywhere. We are made up of only atoms and atoms and atoms and molecules, atoms and molecules. This is what is happening everywhere. And this consciousness is because of the space element. The whole body, and in every second, like trillions of atoms are made and trillions of atoms are dying. In this 1 hour that you are seeing me, so many things have died inside me. So many atoms are died. Some inch of my hair is graying. Some skin is wrinkled. We think everything is just 1 hour. But everything is happening inside. This happens in the higher stages of realization. So Buddha realizes this. And he comes out and gives this knowledge to everybody. This is the knowledge of liberation. And Buddha says, I am not the only Buddha. This is not my monopoly. Before me also there were many Buddhas. I am a Buddha. After me also everybody will be the Buddha. I am explaining you the same knowledge in a simple language, in your own language. Understand it, practice it. You will realize it, that you are nothing but a bundle of energy made up of full consciousness. That you are nothing but conscious bundle of energy. That is what you are. This is what people call Atma. He called Anatma. This is Buddha's realization. Same thing. There is a scientist, Dr. Alvarez. He discovered the nuclear technology. Same thing. Everything is made up of atoms. Atoms are bundles of energy. The right atoms used can create a nuclear bomb. And this nuclear bomb can be used to bomb Pearl Harbor. And he sits in his lab and he wants to see when this nuclear bomb is thrown, how this will react. One person understands the science of atomic energy and liberates the world and gives that knowledge. The other person is gone to the same level. He's created a machine called bubble chamber. Right name given, bubble chamber. Obviously, this body is nothing but bubble. This life is nothing but a bubble. So this guy gives the scientist, he's a great scientist, he got a Nobel Award for that. He creates the same system, same machine. Bubble chamber, and through that bubble chamber, he created this technology and he wants to see how many people are dying. Just imagine. The scientist is intelligent and the spiritual intelligence, the scientific intelligence and the spiritual intelligence. I don't say he's a bad person. No, I'm not saying that. But can you imagine if somebody is creating this thing and if his thought is to see how much area will be destroyed with a nuclear bomb? Can you imagine what kind of thought that is? How that person's thought pattern will be? It is not good or bad, but the thinking. How restless a person will be if he's like that. Though he created this for defending the country. He was a professor in the University of Berkeley. He made it for defending our countries. But using wisdom to kill people, even for the defendant. The mindset, how the mindset will be. But here is Buddha, how is his mindset? So knowledge, right knowledge. I took all this example to explain the form of Bala Lalita Tripura Sundari. She has come as Bala. She's come as a 10-year-old Devi. 10-year-old, you know why 10-year-old? Pure mind. Very pure mind. And in one hand, she's holding a book, means she's going to give you knowledge. Another hand, she's holding a japamala, means she's going to give you spiritual knowledge. Just like the Buddha. You will have all the knowledge, but you will know where to use the knowledge rightly. You will never use the knowledge for destruction. You will use the knowledge for protection. So this is Bala Tripura Sundari. And in one hand, she is telling, fear not. I will protect you always. So Abhaydan. Another hand, she's saying, Vardhan. I will give you everything that you need. Just focus on my form. These 4 things you always remember in your heart. This is how we meditate. This is how we worship. Don't be a robotic worshipper. Try to develop that feeling. When mother is in front of you, even in front of picture, when you see Bala Tripura Sundari, maybe it is Lalita or maybe it is Bala. Lalita means 16-year-old. She's grown. Here she's Bala. She's small like a girl. She will give you knowledge and she will give you spiritual knowledge. Both. And she will always protect you. She's saying, Abhaydan, I'm always protecting you. Do not fear. Ever, ever. I will give you whatever you want. Relax. Live your life beautifully. So one darshan or one Devi you have taken. Now sleep well. Do your sadhana, hear Guru's word, sleep well. Everything will be given to you. Do not fear. So here he saw Bala Tripura Sundari, she came. And he's seeing. And he's not understanding whether it is a dream or whether it is a truth. He's saying this is in dreams. And he sees her and then he starts saying praises to her. Jai Shri Tripure Matar Jaye, Balambike Pare, Jai Bhakta Priye Nityam, Jai Karuna Karunya Vigrahe, Loke Tri Kramollasit, Purva Sthiti Sthiriyata, Tripureti Tata Prokta, Brahma Dinam Parashrayah. He goes on saying, oh mother, you are everything. I see you everywhere. You are the source of everything. Everything rests upon you. Even Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh cannot do anything if you are not there. So he goes on doing all this prayers to her. You are the one who fulfills the desires of all their devotees. You are the one who protects everybody. Those who surrender their mind, heart, soul to you. Oh mother, what is there in the world that they will not achieve? Everything. So, and then he goes on doing that. After some time, he praises her, and after some time, she is very happy. She blesses him, puts her hand on his head, and he's very happy. And after that, she disappears. So when she disappears, he's thinking, what just happened? Did I really see her? Did I not? I do not know. He says, I'm not going to tell to my guru. And the whole night passes like this. Next day, he hears the voice again. This time Maa has not come. She says, whatever you saw and whatever you spoke, everything is right. Go and tell your guru. So he goes back to Parashuram. And he tells everything. But Guruji, I saw this. Maybe I am in doubt. But this is what happened. I have to tell you. So I'm telling you. And Guruji says, Parashuram says, Sumedha, we also saw it. So whatever you saw is right. Now I will initiate you into Sri Vidya. And Parashuram gives him the next level of mantras. Taking those mantras, Sumedha again goes back to Saraswati river, sits down, meditates. Another 5 years go on. One day, he just goes to Saraswati, sits down like morning, starts its rituals. And in meditation, always meditation starts with Shivam Bhutva, Shivam Yajet, Shivam Bhutva, Devi Mejet. The meditation starts with always thinking that you are Shiva. You are part and parcel of Shiva. And in your heart, you remember Shiva as the Guru, because he's the one who has given this knowledge. So with his practice, he started remembering Lord Shiva and Shiva is manifesting in his heart, and he's just sitting there thinking of the Guru, and he's praying that, and after some time he sees, oh, this is not Shiva, this is Narad Muni. For a second, he is like lost. What just happened? He's seeing Narad Muni inside, and in reality, Narad Muni had come to his ashram. Narad Muni smiles at him, and Narad Muni plays his veena. Om Narayana. He opens his eyes. He's like, maybe this is again hallucination. Maybe this is deja vu. I don't know what is happening. I was just now seeing him inside, and now I'm seeing him outside. Are these two things really happening? And then he looks at him. He says, no, this is Narayan. This is Narad. Because Narad again plays the veena. Narad is like, how are you, my son? He's like, Narad Muni, you? Oh, I'm so blessed. If a sage like Narad Muni comes, that means something good is going to happen. You have come directly. You are the Guru of all Gurus. Narad Muni is the Guru of Valmiki. Valmiki who wrote the Ramayana. Narad Muni is the Guru of Prahlad. Prahlad, when he was in his mother's womb, Narad Muni gave him the knowledge. Narad Muni, Prahlad is from a Asura. He's not a Devata. He gave him the knowledge. Wherever there is talks of God, it's Narad Muni who is the one who is initiating. So Narad Muni is the Guru of all Gurus. He is the mind of Lord Krishna. So Narad Muni just comes here. Narad Muni's Guru is Sanakadik. They bless him. His father is Bramha. So Narad Muni has just now come in front of Sumedha, and Sumedha is in shock right now. He's like, Gurudev, tell me one thing. Had you entered my heart? And when you entered my heart, what did you see? Narad Muni says, what? You tell me, I entered your heart, you saw something, but your eyes are outside. So eyes have to see outside, but you are seeing something inside. Who is the one who is seeing inside? The body is outside, but something is doing some function inside. Who is the one doing inside? Narad Muni posed some questions on Tattva. Tattva means the essential knowledge, the essence. Narad Muni is talking like a Gyani. It's like, our body. We eat food. So we eat the food, that's it. We do not know what is happening inside the body also. The food goes, there are so many body parts. Yeah, we learned in biology class, but we have forgotten now. And then that food is digested, how many ways? So many things happen in the body. So we take the food and things are happening inside by automatically. Narad Muni goes to that level. He says, okay, you are telling, I saw you, I was inside your heart, but then how did you see yourself inside your heart? That I was there. Explain that. Sumedha says, Gurudev, I'm falling at your feet. I'm telling you, I saw something. But I do not even know how to even explain to you what just happened. You know it. You are knowledgeable. That is why I told you, please explain me. And now you're posing the question to me again. I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't know anything. So Narad Muni says, okay, no problem. Do you know why I have come here? Sumedha says, why? He says, people in Brahmaloka, I've come from Brahmaloka, from the heavenly planets. And people in Brahmaloka are talking about you. Talking about me? Yeah. What are they talking? So Narad Muni, this starts the second chapter. Narad Muni says, all right. Starts from sloka from 13th. Okay. So, Sabhayam Brahmana Sthane Markandeyo Mahan Rishihi Pitamaham Samasinam Deivadye Samupasthitam Natva Prapacha Sarvesham Shunvatam Vinayanvitah Bhagwantam Samastagyah Sarvaloka Pitamaha Nagyatam Tava Kinchit Syat Sarva Karta Bhavanyat हम त्वत् कृपया देव चिरजीवितम आप्तवान साक्षाईश्वर आराधनतो जितम मृत्यु पदम मया सर्वशस्त्राणि दृष्टानि सेतहासा गमानि च. So he says, I was sitting in Brahmaloka and all the other devtas were sitting in Brahmaloka Sumedha, and at that time, you know about Markandeya Rishi? He came. You know Markandeya Rishi? Who is Markandeya Rishi? Who gave us the Mahamrityunjay mantra. The Markandeya story, you know. His parents prayed to Lord Shiva. And then they didn't have they were not destined to get a son. But by prayer, when Bhagwan arrived, they said, they prayed to Brahmaji. And Brahmaji said, see, you're not destined to get a son. But they said, no, please give us a son. We have prayed to you so much. So now you have to fulfill our desire. So Brahmaji said, okay, you have two options. One, to have a son who will be dumb, who will not have any knowledge. But he will have a very long life. Or you can have a son who will be very intelligent, very wise, but he will only live for 12 years. You're not destined to get the son, but since you prayed so much, we will give you this son. Now you have these two choices, which one you want to have. So the parents were very wise. The parents said, we want the wiser son. And that's how Markandeya came to them. But so Markandeya was very wise, very intelligent from childhood. He could understand all the Vedas, tattvas, everything. And when he became 12 years, he saw his parents are worried. Oh, it is 12 years. He may die. So then one day he went. He said, what happened? Why are you so upset? Why are you so sad, mother, father? They said then that we had got the boon, that you will be passing away in 12 years. Now the 12th year has arrived and we are very worried. Markandeya says, that's it. Don't worry. I'll pray to Lord Shiva. I'll take care of it. Because he was wise. He knew who can save you. Who can save you from death? Mahamrityunjay. Mahamrityunjay means the one who's beyond death, who is deathless. And then he started praying to Lord Shiva. And when Yamraj is coming, he's just holding the Shiva tightly, this 12-year-old kid. And Yamraj is like, I can't take anybody who is praying to God. It's your time. Markandeya, leave it. Come. He's like, no, I'm not leaving. Let Lord Shiva come. Then we will decide. If he says you have to go, I'll go. And then it seems Lord Shiva comes and says, Yamraj, leave him. He's my child. You cannot touch him. And we know Yamraj does not touch people who remember God at the last time. So that is why at the time of death, either you remember Krishna. Those who are Krishna devotees, they remember Krishna. Or those who are Shiva devotees will say the Mahamrityunjay mantra. Trambakam yajamahe sundim pushtivardhanam urvarik miva bandhanat mrityor mokshai mamritat. Give me liberation. Give me the stage which is deathlessness. Take me beyond death. If death is going to come from in this body, let it be like just how a ripe fruit just falls down easily from the plant. Let my soul leave this body the same way, without any pain. Lead me from death to the state of deathlessness, to the stage of liberation. This is what the Mrityunjay mantra means. So when somebody is dying, it is advised to chant these mantras around that dying person. At least he can hear. And if he has practiced, at least he'll practice. Just to remind them. This was a ritual made in our times. Okay. So here, that Markandeya, who saved himself with the grace of Lord Shiva, he comes to Brahmaji. He says, with your blessings, I knew the knowledge. And with your blessings, I saved myself. Now, he says, I have seen everything. Whatever the sensory organs can see, I have understood everything. Beyond mind, matter, subtle things, I have understood all of that. And I have seen many devatas. I have seen many sages. I have seen many siddhas. And then he says, but whenever I go to siddhas and rishis and devatas, I speak to them. We have these debates. I realize that everybody is talking their own experiences, and everybody has difference of opinions. I want to come to one conclusion where there is no difference of opinion. What should I do? Can you open up, can you throw some light on this? We are all sitting here. Oh, Brahmaji, Markandeji is asking. Oh, Brahmaji, can you throw some light on this? How to resolve this difference of opinions? Why different people have different realizations? The way, Bhakta. We were talking about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's state of mind today morning class. So his situation is so different. And somebody is a Gyani, he's talking something different. So there appears to be a difference of opinion. So he's saying, I have spoken to so many and different people have different paths. But can you tell us something which will be beyond this, beyond conflicts? He's asking Brahmaji. So Brahmaji just listens to this question and then he meditates. And when he meditates, Maa Tripura, she appears to him. And after paying her obeisances, Brahmaji starts saying, when Maa appeared, it says, Kritanjali pranamyatho tripuram sarvakaranam sansmarita parashakte prabhavante naharshatah pulkango ruho netre purnananda shunirbara Kritanjala pranamyatho tripuram sarvakaranam vaktum samupachakrama sambodhya munipangavam. Brahmaji, after hearing Markandeya's thing, he meditated. When he meditated, he's seeing Maa Lalita Tripura Sundari in front of him. And when he saw Lalita Tripura Sundari in front of him, his tears started rolling from his eyes. And he started getting goosebumps, Brahmaji. And looking at Markandeji, he now started speaking on Maa Tripura. And after saying all these things, he says, Oh Markande, whatever I told about Maa Tripura, this is the ultimate truth. She is you wanted to know, you wanted to go beyond conflicts. She is the ultimate truth. She is the one because of whom everything is being maintained. Everything is running because of her. Even Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh will not be able to do anything if she was not there. So this, what I'm telling you, is the truth. That whatever there is, it is only her. Maa Tripura Sundari. Maa Lalita Tripura Sundari. She is the one cause of everything. If somebody understands her, they will understand everything. They will go beyond conflicts, even though there are hundreds of paths. But if somebody understands the mystery of Goddess Tripura, they will go beyond conflicts. And then he says, whatever I'm saying to all of you, this is the ultimate truth. And this may not be, those who do not believe all this will not understand, but those who believe, only believers will understand what I'm trying to say. And then he goes on saying, without Tripura, Yasya prasadaleshena sarvasamatmani sansitam pratyukshana bhageshu ya purna Tripura hisa. She alone appears as the Atma, as the soul in everything. Everything that you see in this world has Shakti, and that Shakti is nothing but atoms, Anu. Small, it's written here. Pratyag Anu Kshana Bhageshu. Whatever you see in the world, you divide, go on dividing it, it will become into atoms. In each and every atom, it is only Bhagavati Tripura who is residing. So when you talk about Tattva, he starts from there. He's given in full essence. Whatever you see in the world, whatever drama you're seeing in the world, you go on dividing. You go on analyze, and you go to the atomic state. In each and every atom, it is only Bhagavati Tripura. And from this atom starts everything. It is only Bhagavati Tripura. Wherever you see, whatever is happening, it is only Bhagavati Tripura. Brahmaji says, Markande, this is the ultimate truth. People may debate, people may have difference of opinion, people will have conflict, but this is the ultimate truth. And She Ya Sarva Devi, Sarveshi Sarva Karana Karanam. She is the greatest Devi. Devi. Sarveshi, she is the controller of everything. Sarva Karana Karanam, she is the cause of everything. And what's her name? Tripura Sundari Prokta. Her name is Tripura Sundari. So this is where the name comes from. Tripura Sundari. Tripura Sundari Prokta Swatantra Chidvilasini. She is Swatantra. She is independent. She is Chidvilasini. She is the Chitta Shakti. I always say Chitta Shakti means Chetana, consciousness. Build your vocabulary. That is why when you are learning Bhagavad Gita, I force so much on the vocabulary. You should know Chitta, Chitta Shakti. What is Chitta Shakti? Let it not be a word. Let it be understood properly. Your consciousness. I close my eyes and in that consciousness, there are only two people I see. Bhagavan says it's me. And Devi says it's me. Yes. Both together. You don't separate anybody. They are together. Chetana, soul is Bhagavan. Soul Shakti is Devi. You cannot separate both of them together. They are always there together. So she is Chida Shakti Vilasini. She is Chida Shakti and she is Vilasini. Vilasini means she is playing everywhere. Her drama. This whole world is her drama. Her picture, her movie. So and the movie, how is it created? Because of the consciousness. Different shades of this movie, this life movie is created because of the consciousness. What are this consciousness? In three shades. Mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. Somebody in the mode of passion, one shade is created, one actor, one action is created. Mode of goodness, one action is created. So these are the three main ingredients. She has created this whole drama. It's her vilas, her playground. She is coloring it with different shades. Infinite shades of Maa Tripura. This is how we view the world. She is the energy. If nucleus is soul, the electron, proton, they make the nucleus. That electron that is always in constant state of motion, that electron is Chitta Shakti. That is Tripura. Can anything be coming out of that? One atom means it has a nucleus. Atom has an electron and a proton and a neutron. When I say atom, it will have all these three. Then atom is always in a state of motion. The nucleus may not be. So that nucleus is soul and this state of motion is Shakti. Everything is with this. And that is Bhagavati Tripura. As simple as that. Aneka Rupa Sa Shaktir Jata Bhakta Kripa Avashat. That Shakti, original Shakti, has divided herself into many forms. Why? Why? She becomes Kali, she becomes Durga. People keep fighting about Shakti. Oh, Radha is different, Kali is different, this is different. She herself has taken one original Shakti, has become so many forms. Why? He says, Bhakta Kripa Vashat. To bestow her mercy, her grace on her devotees. Somebody may like her mother, his or her mother, to be like Kali. So she becomes Kali. Someone likes Tripura Sundari. She becomes Tripura Sundari. Someone likes Vindhyachal Nivasini. She becomes that. Somebody likes Radha. She becomes that. Somebody likes Lakshmi. She becomes that. When you reach on the higher stages, there is no differences. You know she is the original Parashakti, Lalita Tripurambika. Done. She has become Kali for me. But originally, what is Brahmaji saying? Lalita Tripura Sundari. Now again people will fight. But in Kalika Puran it is Kali, no. Man. Leave the names. Brahmaji started Sarva Devi, Sarveshi, Sarva Karan Karanam. She is Sarveshi. That name suits you now. She is Kali and she is Lalita Tripura Sundari. Does it make you happy? And then Brahmaji saying, Tripura Sundari Prokta, she is the most beautiful in the whole three worlds. Tripura means in the three worlds. This planet, planets above, planets below, she is the most beautiful. Tripura Sundari Prokta. In some yoga, she'll become Kali. In some yoga, she's doing some other role. In some yoga, she's doing some other role. That's all. She has herself taken Aneka Rupa, Shaktir Jata, Bhakta Kripa Vashat, and Sarva Shrestha, Sarva Mata. Now the arguments fail here, right? There may be different conflicts. Markandeya had this issue. People are talking. Who is Kali? Who is this and that? Krishna used to worship Kali. Do you know that? In Dwarka you go. Yeah. So, or you go to Katyayani in Vrindavan. So, wherever there is Krishna, there is this Yogamaya. She's called with different names. So, Sarva Shreshtha, Sarva Mata, Tripura Vakashamashaya. She is the greatest. She is the mother of all. And she is called as Tripura. This is the final thing. And then Brahmaji goes on saying, Tad Rahasyam Mahapunyam Shiva Vaktraika Gocharam. Her mystery, her own mystery, she told it to Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva knows this very well. She is the one doing all this drama everywhere. She knows it. He knows it. And then he has told all this Rahasya, secrets of all mother's plays to Vishnu, Dattatreya. And then Dattatreya has told it to Parashuram, O Markande, that Rahasya, that secret which was hidden till now it has been given in this Guru Parampara, and then this has been given to Parashuram. Now Parashuram is going to give it to Sumedha, and Sumedha is on earth right now, and Sumedha is going to write it as a book which will be known as Haritayana Samhita. So this whole story, who is talking? Narad Ji is telling to Sumedha, Sumedha, this is what people are talking about you in the heavenly planets. I was there. I heard it. You have been given the greatest task of writing the Haritayana Samhita. You are going to write it. Sumedha says, Bhagavan, Gurudev, what will I write? If I remember, I will write. No, I don't remember anything. And I don't know anything. You ask me simple questions. Who saw whom, whatever. I still don't know what to reply to you. And now you are coming here and telling me I have to write Tripura Rahasya? Mystery? Which Markandeya also got confused. He had to go to Bramha and ask. My Guru thought I am not so great that he took 16 years to even to reply to my question. And yet, you are telling me I'm going to write Tripura Rahasya. I have forgotten everything. Let me tell you one thing. Naraji, I will not be able to write. Naraji thinks, what happened to this kid? And then Naraji sits there and meditates. And meditates and calls Brahmaji. Like this problem has to be solved by Brahmaji only. And when he's meditating, Brahmaji appears. Brahmaji appears with his 4 faces. When we say Brahmaji with his 4 faces means, Brahmaji, 4 faces means he knows all the knowledge. All the knowledge comes from him. So from all the 4 directions, it's only him who is giving knowledge. So Brahmaji appears in front of him with all the knowledge. Reddish in color. His color is reddish. Why? Because his main work is to do the creation. Creation means Rajoguna. Rajoguna means mode of passion. Mode of passion is always indicated by red color. So Brahmaji's color is red. But when he's doing with this, so Brahmaji appears there. And Narad is meditating. And Sumedha is sitting there. Brahmaji says, why? Narad, why did you call me to this place? What's the purpose? Naradji says, I heard all the stories in that loka. Now I have come to Mrityu loka, earth. And this kid says, he has forgotten everything. Tell me one thing, Brahmaji, father. He definitely saw, because I know he saw me in his heart. He was having that vision. And he has seen Tripurambika, you know it, and you have told it. So yeah, whatever you have told will not be false. But then tell me, how did he get the vision of Bala Tripura Sundari? One question. And how did he forget? Because in that stage, you cannot forget. So he forgot also, but he also got the vision. And now you are telling he's going to write the book. Can you please explain me the secret? How did he reach to this stage? Because he looks very simple. He looks very ignorant. So please, Brahmaji, tell me the story behind him getting that darshan of Maa Lalita. How did he get it? Please give me the rahasya. Please give me the story. So here we will continue the story in our next class. Till then, Jai Maa. Okay. Now we will only remember Bala Tripura Sundari. Some of you have written some questions. I will just take that and we'll end up the class. Okay. Jai Maa to everybody. Jai Maa Akanksha writes, Guru Maa, मेरा 3 जुलाई को एग्जाम है 8:30 AM and second shift 4:30 PM. मैं 2 मन से भागवत मंत्र का वेट कर रही थी. कोई रास्ता बताइए जिससे मैं दोनों कर सकूं और किसी को कोई परेशानी ना हो. 3 जुलाई को ना तुम बाद में मैं तुमको मंत्र दे दूंगी. PDF में तुमको मंत्र मिल जाएगा और उसका चिंता मत करो. और 2 जुलाई को भी मैं रखने वाली हूँ दीक्षा का. तो 2 जुलाई में तुम आ जाना. ठीक है, चलो. नहीं तो मैं पर्सनली तुमको दे दूंगी. गौरव लिखते हैं, माँ प्लीज टेल इन डिटेल अबाउट दिस लॉर्ड कृष्णा इज टू वर्शिप माँ काली. आई हैव हर्ड इट बिफोर बट वांट टू नो मोर. हु विल बी मोर एब्सेंट देन यू टू टेल अबाउट दिस. हुज इष्टा इज माँ एंड कृष्णा बोथ. Before Krishna came, nobody realizes this is Krishna, this is God. But God was worshipped even before Krishna came, right? When Krishna came in body form, that was 5,000 years ago. But before 5,000 years ago, when people were there, whom were they worshipping? They were worshipping a Devi, they were worshipping a Devata. So they were worshipping Shiva or they were worshipping Devi. That Devi is called as Kali. Why is she called Kali? Because of her color. She is Kal. Kal has many meanings. She is the greatest. Kal cannot do anything without the Shakti. So she is the greatest Shakti. So that Shakti has got a name Kali. So even before Krishna came as incarnation, people were worshipping. So you will find 5,000 years ago, whom were they worshipping? They were worshipping, the Kul Devi was Maa Kali. Mahakali, Maa Kali, Mahakal, you can see all that. So they were worshipping. So when you read the books, his Kul Devi was Maa Kali. And even when Radharani was worshipping, Radharani Vishbhanu's Kul Devi was Lalita Tripura Sundari. This you will find it in Garga Samhita. So this worship was happening. But then there are stories where this same Kali becomes Krishna and gives darshan to Radharani. So there are other stories also mentioned in other Puranas. So like that. Worshipping means what else? You asked me, Lord Krishna is to worship. I told you, Garga Samhita you'll find other Puranas where this thing is there. Their Kul Devi was Shakti and Shakti was always worshipped. Whenever you go to our temples, all these three will be everywhere. Vrindavan, I told you, Katyayani. When you say Kali, Kali is Katyayani. Katyayani was worshipped. Got it? And Katyayani is a pit. Sati's hair fell there in Katyayani pit. That is Vrindavan. So everybody in the village, including Krishna's family, they worship Katyayani. So when you have worshipped from childhood, if a tribe is worshipping one Devi form, then they move from there to Dwarka. They take that Devi form. Because for them, understand this, for them Krishna is not God. Krishna is their son. Krishna is their friend. Krishna is not God. Even if Yashoda Maya saw Krishna showed that Brahman in his mouth, she forgot afterwards. Yoga Maya played that role. Everybody forget because Krishna wants to enjoy this. So Yoga Maya was always there. She was worshipped. Nobody thought Krishna is Bhagavan. Very few places he has shown himself as Bhagavan. And after he left, people realized. And then the whole Bhagavatam was spoken. So always it is there. Katyayani is Kali only. All right. So Pranam, in one of your old videos, I learned first feeling we get blessing is Advaitain, feeling fearless. And again, learning that this world is her canvas. She adding colors, she making colors, actors act in three forms, passion, goodness, ignorance. Then does it mean we accept everything thinking it's her wish? Because I know she only brought you in my life, so we shouldn't complain about anything, accept everything as her shades. Maybe bright, dull, vibrant. That's the good realization. That's how it has to be. That's how I live. Everything is a shade. Let me enjoy life. When you know that this life is a movie, wow, you just become the audience and enjoy it. And sometimes you're the character, play the character, don't get carried away by the character. Enjoy it. So this is what it is. Yes, everything is temporary, everything is going to go away. Like when you go to the movie theater, you see the movies, and then based on the acting, you cry. If you see a horror movie, you are fearing. And if there is a sad movie, you are crying. If there's a comedy movie, you are laughing. You are seeing everything is happening on the screen. Are the actors there? No, they are not there. But when you look behind, oh, there is just a projector and there's a light coming. This whole world is that is what we say. This whole world is a play of Nad and Jyoti. Light and sound and light. So from then this is happening, then there is something else. Yes, something else beyond this. So we start from here, accepting things as they are, and we rise beyond that. We know there is something beyond the light and the sound show. We try to go there. That is the spiritual world. That is our real world. This is just a play. You go to this Disneyland. Disneyland, when I went the first time to Disneyland, I was like surprised. The way they made it, Walt Disney. I mean, everything is all false, but it looks so real. then now they have shows in India also. I don't know. Dubai, they have all those shows, 4D shows and everything. But yeah, life is like that. Bhagwan's 6-dimensional picture. I fell asleep during Matra and Mala was going on. Do I need to start again? Or what it mean? Mala count, how will you do, no? So no worries. If you know the timing, but that sleep is not counted. Sleep is, mantra is going on in the sleep. It is very good. But if you have to give the count, how will you count? So just repeat the mala. But mantra going in sleep is a good thing. Okay. All right. So I think I answered everybody. Jai Maa, Jai Shri Krishna. May you all have a very Lalitamay night and Lalitamay day. Jai Maa.
Jai Guru Maa.
Jai Guru Maa.
Jai Maa, thank you.